evening, and afternoon, everybody. We are in matchmaking, soon to meet our first round opponent for our very first Tempest Remastered draft. And if there are any abrupt F6s, it's this cat's fault. Oi! Get out of here. Okay, we have won our die roll. It's very good. We will elect to play first. Got some good plays here, so we'll keep it. And our opponent is making a sandwich, so we'll see what's up over here. We're fine there. Okay, round one, fight. We're going to get right out the gates with our Slayer, followed by our Jackal, followed by our Shade, and Wall of Blossoms when we can. Seems good. Our opponent's on green-red. He ramps. Okay, we've got two of our better green cards in hand for our... Oops. Tax each turn if able. Pardon me. Two of our better green cards in hand for our overall game plan, but the black beatdown game plan is going just fine, so... A 4/5... but he can't control a creature with toughness 2 or less. Okay. Oh, several good options here. I think we jam. Give him the option. I can sacrifice the Jackal. He won't block. So we edict him. Probably at his draw step. Sir, when do we edict him? Or do we just continue to get ahead, like get a flyer out? Maybe the flyer, because this tells me he's not going... if he plays another creature, it's going to be a above 2 toughness guy, so he won't like the idea of sacking either. So Edict will still be an effective card, even if he has a 5-drop here, because he doesn't want to sack his 4-drop necessarily. It's my theory. I'm sticking with it. Okay. So we can swing for 5 in the air here. Or for 3 in the air and Edict. We'll see what our opponent has in mind. Ouch. We'll get in there. Definitely threatening lethal. We'll see what our opponent has to say about that. Another 4/5. And a Kindle. Alright, that's effective. So do we grave dig for Dungeon Shade, or is that too slow? I think we just attack here. Oh yes, definitely. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Oh, come on. This dang cat. He's got a bad habit. He wants to. Yeah. No! Gosh darn it. Your paws seek the yield buttons. Okay, where are we? Combat. He's gonna full swing here. Chump with the Gravedigger. Go to 8. And is this good? Alright, it's good. We took game 1 off of our green-red opponent there in pretty straightforward fashion. A Phocian? I don't know what that is. He's got big guys. Not particularly very many flyers. I don't think Provoke is where we want to be. Cannibalize, definitely not. Spinal Graft might be good because it'll. Nah, I think we're just gonna run it back. Not the greatest hand here, but we are on the draw, so. And we have green mana, so if we run into our Wall of Blossoms Deranged Hermit draw, we're in pretty good shape there. Okay, Swamp go. Our opponent is ramping early and ramping often. We've got a 2-1, and then soon to be another 2-1. We've got just enough mana to hardcast Phyrexian Hulk, so we can turn 3, 4, 5, seems good. These guys are not shadows, so we aren't really blocking. Okay. So yeah, we can actually block, discard, regenerate, so we're good there. As long as we keep on drawing lands. Discard, regenerate. Actually, well, if we had Recurring Nightmare, then we could discard Phyrexian Hulk, but we don't. Wow, that's actually really good. So that's basically 1 damage that's coming at us no matter what. Alright, our opponent has cards in his deck after all. Oh, what a bummer. So that can block Shadow. Yeah, we're running out of real live plays until we can just jam a Phyrexian Hulk. So we're on the defensive in game 2 here. We could even potentially block, discard another swamp or the Phyrexian Hulk, but that's not exactly a winning strategy here. The other option is to take it. think we have... We don't need to hardcast Hulk. Since we are planning on going on the defensive here, we're going to be playing a longer game, which will give us time to draw into Recurring Nightmare and be able to get Hulk back. That's the plan. Some good green cards. Okay, we did find a swamp. Rough game 2. Rough draws. A little bit of a flood. Not as good of a curve as we saw in game 1. And our opponent is putting it to us here. So we'll block. Probably should have regenerated there. Running out of plays here. Just hopefully we can start drawing live. Our opponent's out of cards, so, it's kind of what you see is what you get, but he's also starting to swing towards aggression here, so we have to be ready to take some hits. Regretting not regenerating. Yeah, we don't have any good blocks here. That's alright. So now we can get Phyrexian Hulk back in our hand. Oh yes. We've got 3 land, we've got chumps, and then we'll play Phyrexian Hulk and draw live and hopefully get back in this game. Well, we've got a chump. Oh, so we're probably going to 9 before we get our own 5-4 on the battlefield, which is a shame. Okay, or we could just die. Yeah, we're dead. Alright, well, our opponent showed us his win con there. We have to make sure that he doesn't get to 8 mana or whatever. Cat is pressing buttons again while grooming himself. Come here. Oh, yes. Alright. I recommend drafting with the cat, The corner case that they press buttons for you is worth the stress relief and altogether funny and amusing animal times. Yeah. And I just happen to have a big, fat black lap cat, so pretty ideal for playing Magic. Except when he decides that, directly on top of the F row of keys is a far superior place to your lap. Anyway. Spinal Graft might help us hang. Like, he doesn't want to swing into a Spinal Grafted Rats or anything like that, but I just don't think we want to cast that card. Throat Surgeon might be good. Like, take his Overrun, take his etc. Cutting. Yeah, that's just the thing. All our other cards are just high value. Just real good. Maybe the Gnomes, although the Gnomes was a premium blocker in that match. got a hell of sideboard options. Okay. Don't touch. You know what not to touch. Everything. Okay, we're just gonna run it back. Play first. Get a decent draw. And we'll be off to the races here. No. Oh, cat! My God. So annoying. Seriously. Remember what I said about the benefits outweighing the drawbacks? It's only if your cat is not, for some reason, super squirrely. Which mine totally is. Alright, that's what I like to see. Um, we've seen one removal spell out of our opponent and just a whole bunch of 4/5s. We have a few 2-drops here, so I think we are going to lead with our Wall of Blossoms. It's a good draw. And then we'll see what opponent has here. Ramp. Ramp. Okay, that is not what we want to see. He's done that all 3 games, and all 3 games has had a turn 3, 4, 5, so yeah. Wait, did I just... Oh, man. Alright, well, the misplays are alive and well. Just punting all over the place. Oh my God, we just basically let him for free. Well, I mean, the power level of our cards may save us from our own foibles here. No guarantees, but yeah, let's find some action. We'll take his removal. Buy back Throll Surgeon. Take that like this might be the call. Still really upset with myself for passing through that turn. Forest entered the revealed cards zone. Oh, good. So it was just one. We just put a forest into our hand. Well, that's fine. We can Gravedigger our Wall of Blossoms. Seems fine. Or Throll Surgeon. Right wall. He's ramping into huge things. Um, let's see, if we play a forest. Oh no, we already elected not to Throll Surge in there, so. I mean, 2/4/4s is not the worst. We can kind of deal with this. I like hounds here. So we block one, take another 4. Might have taken us just a minute too long to get going here. And our opponent is on some kind of super ramp plan. Cards we want to see off the top, the 2 black mana removal spell that removes tapped creatures. That would be super duper. Otherwise, like Recurring Nightmare be great. We might end up just slamming Phyrexian Hulk and trading. Dungeon Shade is alright. We could have Hermit Druid activation there if we tapped our mana differently. Just a little bit tilted here. 2 3, so 2 4 6 8. We can bring them down to 12 if we discard all of our creatures. Don't think that's the game plan, however. I mean, our deck has live draws for this. Like, we chump here, draw a dark what have you, and then it's a very different looking board state. So he's offering the trade. And he has full activation here. So he can actually pay a lot and make this guy into an 8/8 if we don't block, so. Do we triple block here? 5, 6, 7, 8. We can still kill it if we triple block, and that forces his hand, so. What we really want to see is a Recurring Nightmare, honestly. So this way, if he moves all the counters from the other colony, or he could just elect to kill our Hulk. Either way is fine with us. If he kills all our creatures, then both of his colonies die in the process. He's probably going to go somewhere in between. Leave himself with a 1/1. I believe his colony still dies. Okay. So that was pretty much the best that he could have played that, but I don't think that was necessarily the best outcome for our opponent. So now we have better position here. we will, I mean, assuming he attacks with anything, we'll be quick to Deathstroke it. He has his own wall. Come on. Come on, guy. Just, swing a little. Live a little, guy. That seems fine for us. We'll take one, Deathstroke it, because it's basically a Death Touch 1/3, which is annoying. Not so much when it goes on the offensive, unless he has, he's gonna make it a 2/4 Death Touch, which definitely warrants a stroke. A stroke! Just to give it a stroke. Alright. Okay, any further lands we draw, we want to hold up for our Patchwork Gnomes defense here, but we are going to just go ahead and play Jackal to the board. So we're trying to turn a corner here and start becoming the beatdown. Okay, he kindles our win condition. Good thing we have the Jackal, can still punch through. Yeah, that's going to be problematic though. Okay, we'll play the Gnomes. Get in there with the Jackal. Block the Harmadon, discard Swamp. Sick rips. Sick rips. Okay. We definitely are not discarding Crowthax. We got him on a 3-turn clock. 6, 12, 13. He's got us on a 3-turn clock, but we have 2 chumps out. Or he could just elect not to block. Get in for 7. Believe that's lethal, because we just will not sacrifice a creature. Or we could sacrifice a creature, pay black. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Is this good? It is. Alright, the game plan works. Pretty sick. We're going to round 2. Feeling good with our sweet little black-green recurring nightmare deck. Hope you enjoyed watching. I definitely, so far, am a fan of this format. I don't know if I'd be saying that if this match had gone differently, but that's neither here nor there because it did not. I have emerged victorious, and we will try and duplicate that result in match 2. Alright, see you guys there.